What's been the focus going into the Baylor game just in practice?
In practice, especially, it's just been our mentality. Considering what happened last year, just we're taking a different approach in terms of just being ready, more aggressive, more physical, kind of going in with that mentality.
How much of that has been, you guys have been emphasizing coming out with that like right from the start instead of maybe having to absorb a first punch from them?
I mean, that's very important. He emphasizes that every time, especially with big games, or just any game in general. But especially with this big game, that's going to be the main focus.
And you guys I know it's a different opponent, but against SMU, he talked a lot about you guys being able to set the tempo and play your tempo instead of having to kind of respond to how an opponent sets the tempo on their own. Is that something that you guys can do?
Yeah, I definitely think we can do that. And if we start off like that, I think we'll have a really good start and kind of carry that throughout the game. And to start off like that is really important. So that's just our main focus.
You don't usually have to deal with this kind of size from an opponent. How do you approach it differently, knowing what they have?
I wouldn't say there's necessarily a different approach, but just a realization that, they are bigger, but we're also going to have to play smarter and definitely harder.
What do you remember about last year's matchup? You didn't play that much. What do you remember about it?
I remember briefly going in and guarded Kalani a little bit, and then she scored and I went out. But it's a different team, both teams this year. So to just be in this game like that and kind of just focus on what we've been doing in practice and stuff is going to be really key in terms of how we play tomorrow.
You mentioned you want to play smarter as a team. What does that entail?
Smarter in terms of how we're guarding them and our defense, and in terms of the things we do on offense, our cuts, different screens, the way we position each other to get open and score.
What have you learned personally that will help you in guarding them? Where have you improved the most?
Personally, I think guarding in the post and just kind of finding that better position, especially with opponents that are bigger or physically stronger. In terms of on offense, kind of having different moves and working on that with CD and the coaches throughout the season.
You talked about your having to deal with the size. How about your teammates having to deal with this size?
Yeah, we're limited in size, but that doesn't mean that in terms of playing opponents like that, we're going to be capable of holding our own, I think. And I guess in terms of just playing them tomorrow, we definitely are a smart team, and we show that. So I think that'll help us tomorrow a lot.
How do you guys avoid the letdowns that kind of happened in the third quarter?
In terms of coming out with the third quarter, and we try to approach it in terms of coming out with a different mentality and being more aggressive and kind of just fighting any type of slow start.
Is that something he's put you guys in kind of situation this in practice?
Definitely, in terms of like when we do our transition, working in practice or whatever, he puts us in positions where we have to kind of work through that, and he challenges us to kind of fight through any exhaustion or just not to be complacent in the third quarter.
They talked to you about not making this game bigger than it is. Obviously, you're ranked number 1 right now. It's a marquee game. But in terms of a measuring stick game, what do the coaches want to see from you guys during this game, and how are you approaching it in terms of being a big game but not too big?
I think in terms of it being a big game, we all know that, and of course we put pressure on ourselves to rise up to that. But in terms of the rankings and things like that, right now it doesn't necessarily matter. It's just a game. We're gonna have to go out there and compete just as hard as any other game.
Obviously, staying out of foul trouble, something as a team and you individually are gonna have to work on tomorrow. Is that something that when you're going into making a game plan for, is there anything you can do to practice that, or is it just a mentality that you bring in to make sure you're disciplined out there?
I think it's both. But there's always things that you can do to avoid fouls like that. Playing smart with your hands up, not swatting, especially in my case for block shots and things like that. So I think we all kind of play a role